Alright, so Victor says that all of my panels are back, because apparently when you host, your panels all go away, so I hope you're not relying on that to get a living.
Oh, Jesus, my armor sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, God, my armor's horrible.
Inspect. Ah, jeez, hun. You have gray armor on. It's not just green. It's gray.
I know. I was running startup areas on this character.
Ooh.
I never crafted armor. Why do you think I said I'll sit back and let you do the killing?
Okay, well, yeah.
The only thing good on my character is my sword.
So, let me do the introductions here, okay?
Yup.
Hi, Trapcom. We're doing more Lotro. Deeding and Lotro. So, hello everyone. My name is Aaron Romeo Moon Burke, and I am here with Mad Matt Winchell.
Hitchala!
And Randy Ranson McCulloch on one of his Thellonas.
One of my I only have one Thelona in Lotro.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Thelona in every game that I can play. It's my basic two-handed melee character.
So if you see a Thelona in an MMORPG, you can be almost sure that it's Randy.
Yeah, you can poke him and see.
The exception to that rule is AO, where my Thelona's a metaphysicist, and I don't know where that came from.
Yeah,
that came out
true.
blue.
I think it was because I needed a name.
Alright, so basically, I've got our list of deeds here. Pixie was wondering how that all worked.
That's why I suggested it for tonight.
Apparently.
I would love to kill Matt, but I can't.
You can't even collide with him. Alright, so yeah, here's our list of Eriador, Erdluin deeds. And no, I am on a level 42 and I have not finished Erdluin. Don't judge me! Well,
we'll judge you.
I won't
Too late judging you.
Yeah, now's the time for Matt and I to just put Aaron on follow and make a nice cheese sandwich.
Alright, so what
So
do you
since we're here, do we want to actually do
mission?
like the story mission of the area?
Well, we do have to do missions in order to get the missioning deed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a necessity.
Alright, is it this person we talked to? Yeah. Their thing is so faded. Fence of the Forest.
I think we eventually talked to him. Don't we have someone else we have to talk to first?
There's a whole bunch of people we have to talk to.
Thing from him.
No, I'm talking like the actual like prologue missions that we're supposed to do for this area.
Oh, the Gold Ring mission?
There we go. This one.
Oh, okay. Alright, I guess I should read it. As I said, I am sorry to intrude upon your reflection, but
Hi,
perhaps
Vixie.
you can speak with Carnivore and Celandem proper. He seems quite worried about something, and from what I know of the tales of your bravery, you may be able to help him. You may find him by the piers, not far from here.
You know, hon, we're deeding. We're not really.
Okay.
Yeah, as
if
much
you
as I
wanted to
would
do
like
the
to,
prologue.
with this is deeding, we're
But
just
the
kind
wine
of rushing it.
enthusiast, you can talk to him.
Still
Most
grab
of
this
the
guy's
people, if
mission
you-
just in
Why don't you
case.
spare a
Yeah.
moment of your time?
Most of the people, if you talk to them, they actually give you quest-specific, dialogue.
This guy.
Like
you talk
little
to this
speech
guy for the.
bubbles.
Gray is the shadow.
Finish now.
Talk to this guy for the
All
prologue.
of a sudden, I level off of
Stay a
great
moment and
quests.
learn.
And yes, Vixie, there is a deed for completing quests. It is, let me see here. Shift L. This is of the dwarves. I think I have to do, once you do enough quests, it kind of pops up. Let me see here, I think
Shire Erdlun. Here we go.
maybe I'll do
Place to
Shire
the doors. I
ones,
got 3 out of
actually.
5. I'm not sure when she got those.
Brilliant. So...
She's completed nothing.
Brilliant Adventure. So this tells you how many quests. So 30 out of 30 quests completed. And then you get Charity, which goes into here. These are all your traits and everything that you can redo, and they'll give you extra bonuses like Fate, Might, Resistance rating. I do a lot of Resistance ratings apparently on this tune. Might is another thing that you want to do for your character, for Bjorning. It is kind of a tanky character.
What's your deal? Oh, he looks like he.
Rating and
Oh,
all that.
actually,
And then Vitality, of course, gives you hit points.
Oh, come on, that's the minstrel trainer back from the days when you actually needed
And
those
they
to
all
level.
kind of give you something. Give you
yeah, but
increased
he's got a ring over his head, and I'm
reputation,
trying to figure out why.
And the more advanced they get, the like the final portion of them give you like the actual trait level ups. So there we go.
I don't know. Do you have like a class specific quest,
Not that
or
I'm
is it
aware
just
of.
the little ring with the nails in it?
It's a little silver ring over his head.
Eh.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure
my
why.
champion trainer doesn't have that.
Hmm?
Trying to figure out why this character over here has got a thing over his head, like I can take a quest from him. Also, really quick,
let
how
me
much is
see.
this? Apparently, Randy didn't see it, and I see it, so it's got to be something to do with my character.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, I got stuff I need to unlock for this character, and whoo boy. Oh, while
I
I'm
got
here.
the stable a while ago. Shipbuilder.
How can I be of service?
There we go.
Odlin. Missile trader.
Now you're just kind of running around, Aaron.
Oh, there's another mission up here. Here we go. Thinglair.
Yeah.
All his things. The only thing is that
Sweet eyed
the
Demiran.
missions will eventually
Stay a
push like the Slayer deeds off here. You also have exploration deeds. For example, let's go to the heirloom. So, places of the dwarves. I found everything except for one. So, I haven't found Silverdeep Mine yet. That's right next.
That's your own damn fault.
Yeah. It's right next to Thorn's Hall, which is where my house is. My personal housing is right in
Yeah.
Thorn's Hall.
Yeah, but Silver Deep Mine is out there to the east of that. You probably always go west.
Yeah, I haven't done any exploration or questing over by Thorn's Hall. So,
Yeah.
Elf Ruins, explore of Ered Luin, explore all this stuff. Dowerhand strongholds and stuff like that. Yeah, and
Let
you
me
kill
see
many,
here.
many things. Usually,
Alright.
they start out with like in the opening areas. The first part of a deed is 30, kill 30. That Slayer deed advanced to advance, like Advanced Goblin that we just saw. So instead of 30, you have to kill 60 all over again.
So
But when you
the
get up
first
into the
quest,
Misty-
though, it says we need to get quests done,
Actually,
is
here.
to go out to
I
the sickle
actually
flies.
picked up this guy.
Hmm?
Pick up this guy.
Actually, I think over this way is the easier way to get to the sickle flies.
I also have not gotten this one. That's
Aaron
me.
is literally just collecting everybody. Meanwhile,
Yes,
I usually
Why not?
usually I tend to focus on getting the main story prologue done first, and then if there's other things to do, I'll come back and do other quests.
I'm the exact opposite. I do all the side quests first before continuing with the story.
Sweet.
Because usually completing the story will unlock additional side quests.
Which is why I'd have to be coming back anyways.
Yeah, anyway,
One's
killing
not
stuff, the advanced Slayer
Actually-
deeds in Misty Mountains will take, 200. Like 200, drakes and stuff like that you have to kill.
Well, usually, Matt, I do all things in level order.
Oh, there's another ring over here. I assume someone's grabbed it by now. Let's go grab it.
Who's the ring from?
Oh, did I miss one? I must have missed one. Coming.
Negovanen.
Riding my horse on the stairs. You
crafting.
can't stop me.
Oh, it's a crafting one.
It's a crafting one. I might actually skip it because I'm pretty sure I already have crafting.
I just turned it in. Apparently.
Yeah, it's literally a FedEx.
Oh.
mhm.
Oh, that's right. So you don't even have to. Yeah.
Negovanen.
You don't even have to craft anything
Greetings
for a
to
crafting
you.
quest. Your first crafting quest, in fact.
So they're walking up to somebody and saying hello and dropping off stuff, yeah. Now where are they? I thought they were right here.
Woohoo! Someone's killing stuff for me! Yay!
Is that... Yeah.
You may be of service to me.
Defeated veil flies. Okay. Sarah was going to join us, but she's kind of a little too tired. A little bit later than she thought it would be. I'm pretty sure she's already gotten everything. Ooh, Rowan branches. I can do Rowan branches. Basic crafting stuff.
I thought of a different phrase, but I won't.
You suck, hon.
Oh wait.
You're sitting there just lying around while the frickin' level 20s do all the work.
Well, yeah. It's not that hard for you, is it? I mean, you are level 20 and this is like, what, the level 5 zone?
And you're level what?
Well, you guys just ran off without me.
Cause you're sitting around, bouncing around here like a hyperactive cockroach.
I just ate up all of the quests, at least.
There's a grand total of 3.
No? I got like 5.
Really? What
Yeah.
are
Here, let me see.
Matter of fact, I've got so many, I don't even have them
Aaron.
all on my list anymore.
Oh yeah, I don't have...
Have a look here. That one I can turn off. That's not anything I'm actually doing. I have Defense of the Forest, Hallowed Ground, unlike the prologue,
got some.
and Practice Makes Perfect.
I thought I had more. What happened with all those
Practice Makes
quests I was
Perfect
trying-
is the continuation of the crafting quest. Prologue is the prologue. I didn't get the Practice Makes Perfect because I'd already done that stuff in Bree.
I thought
So
I
I'm
did
not sure
too,
why.
but apparently...
Not sure why it's giving it to me then, because yeah, I already have crafting stuff.
I turned it in anyway. I got XP for it.
Well, it's again,
All
this is the next step.
XPs. And then health. Okay.
Okay. So all of my quests now, except for Thamgalar, are leading to Nam Hillith. Come on, get on the fucking horse.
Okay. I should probably clear a lot of this. Let me just go through and reorganize. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Those are the actual quests and not the Slayer deeds.
Yeah, I wasn't counting deeds, I was just counting the quests.
I actually had put the Slayer deeds into my
I do that on occasion too, but right now...
Not on occasion, but not when we're just fresh to place. If I need to keep track of something, then yeah.
God, that
Man, they
wind
go
is
right
just
off.
howling.
Oh yeah, it was like really windy.
Yeah, I suspect
Really
you'll be
windy.
sleeping out in the living room, hon. Because it's wailing
Hello,
like a
friend,
banshee
and well
in
met.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there. Practice Makes
I think
Perfect
your
is done.
phone is beeping. Angrily beeping for juice.
That's funny, I had it plugged into the charger, which was plugged into the jack.
Turn in the bug one now.
The fly one?
Doesn't that auto-complete? I don't remember turning
No,
that
it,
in.
it completes it Nen Hillith.
Oh, actually,
yeah.
it's the next
Roll
area
up.
over. Okay, yeah.
I'm just
So,
following Randy.
creatures in Thamgalar.
Thamgalar is
Is the next one I'm being
Actually-
directed to?
actually northeast.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you guys are up here.
Because this is Tham Gilair I'm at.
Well, that's where I'm heading to then. Okay.
Why are you up here? Because this is the destination.
For at least one of the quests, yeah. Hey, do you think we'll find a roving threat around here?
No,
No. This
they
is
don't have them.
this
they don't
is
have them in
beginner
the Stardust Zone.
level zone area stuff, Aaron. You don't get any kind of roaming anything
That would
until
be
you're
so
in
much
Briglands.
fun.
No,
No.
it wouldn't be. That's like the freaking nasty thing that they have in the freaking first area of the Shadowlands in AO, the one that kills you dead.
From Rother?
Yes.
I like looking for him.
Yeah, you
New
need
Wolf
Slayer.
Slayer deed.
Indeed. Quest item. Iron collar. Oh,
Yep,
it's that thing.
Accepted.
Share it.
I think you need to get the item in order to get it.
Yeah, you have to have the quest item. Oh, I can't kill these things with one. See?
Share it.
Bow and
Seriously?
arrow. Bow and arrow come in handy. Boop. Oh, stone table.
Mm-hmm.
Want me to keep killing them? I mean, we do need the wolves.
Okay, that's it for this area. Wolves. Yes, kill some more wolves. No. Let's not.
There's
kill
actually
wolves.
there's plenty of places we can kill more wolves. We don't need to hunt them right now.
Nanhilleth isn't actually a better place to kill wolves.
Okay.
There's plenty of places. Yeah, and yeah, actually that's
Oh
gonna be
my
one
God,
of
a
the next areas we go
cabbage.
to.
I gotta pick up this cat. Just because it's there.
You are.
God damn it!
such
No,
a
you do
hoarder.
not.
I am. What if I run out of cabbages? Oh my god, copper! I haven't had to do copper in so long.
Do you even have a cook?
Yes?
Do you cook stuff with your cook?
No, because he's a jeweler.
Then you're not going to worry about running out of cabbages. And instead, they're just
What
going
if
to.
my farmer cooks?
Do you have a farmer?
Yes. He's like
Do
level
you cook
10.
with your farmer?
No, because he's a farmer.
Then your question is therefore pointless. And you are literally just hoarding.
What if I want to sell them on the market?
They're worth dick. Because
Unless you have a full stack.
Yeah, but you can actually grow them.
Wait, is there a sickle fly? Deed?
No.
No,
You're just killing them for killing them.
just kill them because they're in my way.
He's killing him because that gives him a warm, fuzzy feeling.
You
I'm
just
just
killed
showing
the
off my
buck.
ability.
You know, if you do that in Lothlorien, I'm not rescuing your butt. Because they will go hostile on you. According to Sarah, anyway. Well, if only Sarah were here.
According to Ed, too.
Mm-hmm.
You actually lose reputation with Lothlorien.
Really?
It's amazing.
Ow!
Ah, I did not injure myself at all.
Did not. Injure myself at all. In other words, you almost did.
Sweet-eyed Melon.
Shoulder armor, which sucks.
Look! Shop loot! Whatever is more expensive.
You
Yay,
may
that's
be
an
of
actual
service to
silver.
me.
And accept another quest from you,
Except,
silly elf.
heck, deed bestowed. Yay, ally of Arid Lewin. So that's the quest deed.
Mm-hmm.
I think it pops up after you do how many?
After you do your first one, and then we gotta do 10,
Oh, yeah.
and then it upgrades at least once, if not twice.
Yep. So then 20 and then possibly 40 quests in Arid Lewin.
I think it's 10, 20, 30.
10,
So I'm
20,
thinking
30.
2, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Alright, where to
Um,
next, Matt?
I'm trying to figure out where the next one is. Okay, this way. Looks like we're heading towards Randy.
By the way, if Matt is a little bit peevish, just, don't worry about it. He's just, menstruating.
I'm surprised at you for doing that joke, hon.
Matt's gonna lead me off a cliff, isn't he?
Push.
Oh, it's Matt, of course.
Nothing like right
No,
through
right now we're
fields of
climbing it,
rice.
Aaron. Pushing is later. Ooh!
Vixie face palmed. Copper! God. Steal my copper
Wait,
deposit.
what the hell? I got experience by... Oh, it's auto loot is on. Right.
Oh wait, you don't have auto loot on your other two, on your Bjorn?
On my main Bjorning? No.
Oh wow.
I handpick
Have-
shit, especially when it gets to full inventory time. It's
Oh,
like,
that's
what's
right, you're
important and what
poor.
isn't now.
You don't have a VIP account, and you have like no inventory whatsoever.
Well, it doesn't matter. My full amount of bags, except for the ones I have to buy, are already unlocked. Alright, update with these guys. Finish now. Accept.
We would be grateful for your assistance.
20,
Colored.
32,
Finish
58.
now. Oh.
Accept.
I'll take a health potion even though I
Mind
probably
my
don't need it.
words, traveler.
Accept.
What can I do for you?
1, 6,
Most
1,
expensive
11.
item. 611, 611, and just 91 copper. Okay, so just one of the 11s then. I'll take that.
Ah, I'm standing in the fire.
Mind my words, traveler.
And accept another quest from him, and which leads us to
Lazy
take 2
sitting
more from
around.
these
Let's
Spare
guys.
a moment of your time.
Will you lend me your ear?
I remember having to be cautious around here, around all these NPCs.
No, the NPCs aren't bad. It's down here that you'd be surrounded by wolves. Now it's feeding time. Here, Wolfie, Wolfie, Wolfie.
Unique completed. Wolf Slayer. What? Really?
You must have been down here killing wolves
Wolf
before.
Slayer advanced. Yeah, I guess. Hey, Lotra points. Oh yeah, you also get Lotra points for completing deeds.
Yes. Yes.
Your main, it's the poor person's major way of gaining Lotro points.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to abuse this explicitly because I am trying to get over 4,000 Lotro points to get the Mordor expansion.
Mordor. You two.
Mordor.
See,
coward.
I'll
It's
use it
Mordor.
to get character unlock stuff, but I know for a fact that I'll never get enough points to actually unlock a major area unless I'm literally just hemorrhaging the same character slot over and over again just to get quick, easy area points or something.
I don't know. I gain them pretty fast grinding deeds.
I've tried to, and it takes a while to grind deeds.
It really depends. These Lobby areas are gold for grinding deeds. In fact, any place pretty much up to Misty Mountains is pretty good for grinding deeds.
Elf satchel.
There we go.
Kill me some wolves. Come on, where's some more wolves?
Been killing some already.
I'm seeing
Probably
some
most of them
over
are
here.
already dead.
There.
If
It's
you
hard
didn't
to
kill
see
them, we
'cause
did.
they're gray. Yukon gray to me.
Completed Wolf Slayer.
I know. It's just like, whoa, Wolf Slayer already? Really? Look at all these. This is definitely a lot more wildflowers than what used to be here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've added foliage over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there's a wolf. Come here, Wolfie.
Taking on my wolves. Dang it. Swim over here. I'm gonna
Well,
walk
when
over
there's
here.
3 of us hunting wolves, yes, we kind of chop them down relatively quickly. When I'm out here by myself, I will kill wolves just in time for them to repop.
Mm-hmm. I'm almost done. I need 10 more wolves.
For Wolf Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mind you, that's just part 1. I'm now working on Wolf Slayer Advanced.
Remember when you had like to really fight people in order to get enough wolves down here
Oh,
just
God,
to
yes.
do the quest?
Well, that's
Yeah,
just it. We'd have to fight anybody else who was down here. We're a group of 3 right
This
now.
place used to be a ginormous bottleneck.
Yeah.
It used to be...
Hashtag vanilla server. Hashtag vanilla server.
Hashtag
no,
let's
yeah,
not
that
and say we did.
It's not for a vanilla server. It's not that they changed anything with the game, hun. It's that the server population has decreased.
At least the server
Or at least-
population in
or at
this
least
area.
People that actually are going through on this at normal level.
Mm-hmm.
Because most people that start these days get the instant level whatever tokens, and you know my.
That don't
opinion
know
on
how to
those.
play.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then act like a bunch of smarmy jackasses like they think they know everything.
Yep.
And then get pwned. I see you, wolf.
So this is going to be a lot of us grinding and talking tonight.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Well, we
I
can
was-
always
I was-
go.
I was supposed to be at game, by the way,
Mhm.
but my game got canceled when half the people couldn't go to game because it was too much in gas money.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were people who were supposed to be at the GeekCon meeting, Matt, and they couldn't make it because they had no gas money.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's more the fact that, first of all, where we game is way the hell out in Verona, which is, a good 20-minute drive from
Yeah, it's not the easiest place to reach.
And on top of that, half the people in our group live 45 minutes or so away from here, much less Verona.
Yeah, they live like out in Sun Prairie and stuff like that.
I'm not even fucking talking about Sun Prairie. I am talking about Bob, who lives clear the hell up in Poinet.
Poinet.
I am talking about Ben, who lives down in frickin' Horicon.
Lives where?
I wasn't Horicon. I don't know. It's about 40 minutes south of here.
South, that wouldn't be Horicon. That's me. I live near
Oh, that's by
Horicon.
you. Okay.
And that'd be north, my dude.
Even I get names confused. No, Poinet's north of here. But Ben lives south. Like towards Janesville somewhere. And then you got
Salute to make
Becker,
space.
who lives,
How about
who lives
no?
out in Sun Prairie. Ross, who lives out in Stoughton. And then me and Chris both live, a good 20, 25 minutes from the location. The only person it's really convenient to anymore is Sean, because he works at where we game.
Mhm.
Of course.
Yeah, it used to be that a bunch of people lived over in Verona.
Yeah, and that's when we started. A bunch of people lived over in Verona. I'm
My
not sure
Verona. Do-do-do-do.
Yeah, that's what VC is saying in my chat. My Verona.
So yeah, I
Oh,
mean, we
satchel.
like the place because it has, nice big conference rooms that we can game in.
Oh, guys, don't forget to grab the satchel if you haven't yet.
I already got
We've already got it.
Okay.
Well, all of us, I think, have gotten it.
I just happened to
I
find
got
it again
before
because
you
of the
guys
wolves.
even showed up.
I'm gonna go turn these in because we can also hunt. Yeah, we can hunt wolves out in the forest over by the dwarf area too.
Yeah, but the spawn rate isn't so good.
Yeah,
Neither are
meanwhile,
these.
I'm down to my last 48. -1. -2. I think they all just spawned on the west side here.
Mhm.
Oh, here's another one. Any more? Any more of them? Seems like I ran out of wolfies again.
No.
The Wolf Slayer Advance for me is almost halfway done. 25 of 60.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yes,
you.
yes,
30
VT.
out
I
of
am a
60,
minstrel.
sweet.
My weapon is a musical instrument. It is not
Yes.
this
He's
there
a-
to make fun
He's
of
a
you.
spoony bard.
I'm a reef, spoony bard. I
See,
kill
in
the wolfies
EverQuest
of my
2
music.
EverQuest 2, the good guys are called bards, but then if you want to play an evil bard, you play a dirge, where your music harms people.
That's EverQuest 2, you said?
Yep.
I'll have to play a dirge then the next time if I get a chance.
I told you should play we should play EverQuest 2 every once in a while.
But it's
There's some interesting
so
classes. I'm playing
blandy so
Swashbuckler.
often, though. That's my number one problem with EverQuest 2. So kind of cookie cutter.
Well, yeah, it came out. It came out before, like a few weeks before WoW did.
Actually, I thought it was a few weeks after, but it was relatively close to WoW, and then things after WoW actually upped the ante and trying to at least do interesting things while still keeping some of the formula. So that's why I think EverQuest 2 suffers the most. They just didn't really develop much different stuff. They just kind of kept it samey, almost too safe.
So you know,
Sit here and spam the tab button.
Last time we all gamed, we gamed through a sad milestone. Was the 5th anniversary of the shutdown of City of Heroes.
Oh.
Oh yeah, actually City of Titans has like they've gone through their mission system recently. We were going to talk about this on Lounge Leads
But
earlier, and
the things have been delayed.
yeah, things Saturday.
Technical
we'll
issues.
Be doing Lounge Leads Saturday at 3 p.m. Unless
This coming Saturday?
can't
Okay,
make it.
I don't have anything going on as far as I'm aware.
Provided Erin can get her stuff to work.
As long as it wants to
Yeah.
work this time, yeah. We think we might have found out what the issue was, but we'll see when we get there.
hopefully.
Which is why we should probably have some tech time beforehand,
updated-
Aaron, just to make
yeah.
sure.
That's why I have it for Saturday. Try to get it to work on Saturday.
Yeah, surprised you all aren't on ESO tonight, but well, I guess you're basically
Nixie
done with
played EverQuest way
I'm-
before WoW. 3 to 4 years earlier. We're talking about EverQuest 2 came out just before WoW did.
I've actually played some EverQuest 1. It's kind of... Sadly, the thing is I don't know if there's actually really any storyline, because the only walkthrough I can figure out that takes you to endgame is just like, yeah, you just walk through all this stuff without really taking any stories. It's like, oh, well, that's kind of sad.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Keep it up.
And most of the interesting stuff is like leveling your way through dungeons.
mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Looking.
Blue flowers. Found one.
Looking.
So many flowers. So many flowers.
So much tall grass. Get this out of my face.
All of a sudden, Matt's allergies start acting up.
If this
Yeah,
game was so
it's
realistic that I
hilarious.
actually had digital hay fever, then I'd be
allergies
worried.
were so bad that they were triggered by virtual
By
flowers.
virtual hay fever, yeah.
It's like, okay, at that point you need to go see a psychologist.
Dum bum bum boom.
Found one.
I need like 15 more and I'm done.
Yeah, we should play EverQuest 2. I have a swashbuckler.
Yeah.
I have a little mouse swashbuckler on there.
I have no real urge to play EverQuest 2. Of course.
The rat attacky or whatever.
Oh, speaking of online game franchises, Hearthstone is getting a new add-on.
Yeah, I know. They just did
Isn't
a.
that what the kobolds or whatever?
Yeah, it's the kobolds one. I know
Kobolds and
because,
something, yeah.
They got the Critical Role guys got permission from Blizzard to play a tabletop game.
They just did a one shot. It was a D&D game, but they pretended to be characters inside of Warcraft.
Because Matt Mercer did the theme for that.
Yeah, he
particular
sang the theme
expansion.
for the new expansion.
The man is talented.
Mm-hmm. Also, they actually played the advert in their break.
Done. Slayer deed completed.
I still got a few more.
I got probably quite a few more.
Woo!
Let's see here. I
Slayer
still
of
need
I've got.
14 more.
There you go. Wow.
Yeah,
Man,
apparently
I
you
even
guys have
stuck-
actually been working on this deed before I got here.
Well, I had a few minutes to kill before you guys. Because you guys turned in that one in Celadine first, and I didn't. Because I tend to clear out my mission log first. And I'm done.
Alright, that just
I'm
leaves
still
Matt.
looking.
New
We got
deed,
one over
Slayer
here.
of Arid Luin.
Yep.
5.
And hello, 10 Lotro points.
So we got spiders, Hendriville, goblins, brigands.
Not only is
Forgot there
your
were
weapon
brigands.
annoying
Oh,
as
wait,
fuck,
dude,
you
our
dress
hands.
like a hippie. I think Vixie's just trying to troll me at this point.
He looks like the 6th Doctor, in my opinion.
No. Vixie got it right. He's a hippie. He's a goddamn hippie.
Goddamn hippie.
They want to change the world, but they don't even bathe.
EverQuest was boring. Didn't last more than a week. Yeah.
When EverQuest first came out, it was
Was-
addictive. Because remember,
When it first
got
came
the
out, it
name-
was amazing. Yeah, you never seen anything like it.
It got the nickname Evercrack, and there were people that had, like massive addiction problems to the game.
Well, that wasn't helped by how the game was played. Like, originally the game was played that if you didn't eat or drink, your character died. You had to log into the game once a day to make your character eat and drink. Also, if
Mhm.
you died, and you didn't keep track of your body, you were SOL. Like, you would drop, and then all your stuff would eventually fall out of your body, and other people could loot it and take it for themselves.
Yeah.
Which, sounds like a douchebag move here, but on the other hand, if you're the person looting the corpse,
Yeah, and at the time, though, it was kind of that Stark's realism simulation. They were...
so that's, yeah.
Because you think about it, if a person dies in the real world, somebody could go up and take stuff off their corpse. It's grisly, but it's doable. The problem is, at the time, they were thinking more along the lines of simulating as close to an actual, like, RPG, which is simulating real life experience. And
Done.
Okay.
Okay.
And not actually, simulating
Just,
game universe.
15
Yeah,
points
you get
earned.
lost nonstop. And also, when the game first came out, you had to walk everywhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nowadays they got like teleporters and all kinds of crazy
Yep,
things.
they got teleporters. In fact, one of the earlier things was just them teleporting everywhere, putting in teleporters and
How
stuff.
can I be of service?
What
And
can
it
I
was
do
those
for you?
kind of convenience things that were
Might
integral
you spare
to
a moment of
WoW.
your time?
And of course, the fact that WoW had the Warcraft
How can I be
name
of service?
and reputation behind it helped catapult WoW into the #1 dominant MMO position, which it holds to this day.
It also
At
helps
your
that
service
Warcraft
and your
3
families.
did a lot to hype WoW. A lot. They had a gigantic lore dump in that game, apparently. According to what Matt has told
in
me.
the expansion in particular, yeah.
Yeah.
They had a huge lore dump as it was for 3 because they introduced the Burning Legion as an official thing, And then they had another lore dump in the expansion because they wanted things to mesh up better with the between 3 and WoW.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, literally the entire franchise originally is the lore of WoW. So playing through the original 3 games and expansions for all of those games will actually let you know a lot of information before you even reach World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas World of Warcraft, you're visiting the world through this character's eyes like it's the first time out, and they're just like, oh my god, all this crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
Well-
between all that, it became the most dominant game
Hail,
on the
friend,
market,
and well-met.
and has held it for a record
Greetings,
amount
friend.
of time.
Mm-hmm.
Lend me your ear.
You also had WoW's beta test, which was big for a lot of people, like our friend Christopher Hampton. No, I don't want to hear about your sorrows. Just shut up and give me your quest.
But my sorrows.
Stay a while and listen. That's one thing we should play is Diablo 3. That could be fun. Or even Diablo 2. I don't know about Diablo 1. I don't think I could get it to work.
I believe Diablo
Alright,
1 still works
Vixie
on my
says-
computer.
Vixie says that he walked in EverQuest. Every few steps I was attacked in the noob forest by a spider that I auto-faced to attack and lost which way I'd been walking and spent the first 6 hours lost in the damn forest. It was the most frustrating gaming experience of my life. That doesn't sound like fun. Yeah, I will admit that. That does not
Yeah,
sound
I'm
fun
happy
at
that
all.
they have added a lot of stuff like a newbie zone for everybody dealing with kobolds and stuff.
Lotro, I mean not Lotro. EverQuest was
Hail,
made in the
friends,
day
and
where
well-met.
where MMO hard was. They were supposed to have a nasty learning
The
curve.
shadow is
I
on
mean,
my
look at
skin.
Anarchy Online.
Will you lend
And
me
I'm not
your
talking even how Anarchy Online is today. I mean, the original first year of gaming, Anarchy Online, where you created a character, you just got dumped up in the backyard without any instructions of what to do. That was basically how you learned how AO worked.
Greetings to you.
Was you got dumped in one of the backyards and you had to kill shit.
Sweet-eyed Malin.
Frickin' learning curve from hell.
Mhm.
Sweet-eyed Malin.
Anything I can get from you? Nah. I already got better
You
loot
have
than
to
that.
cross over here.
Yeah, I couldn't remember which side of the river it was on.
Alright. Oh, yeah, you guys are already
Go
up
here
there.
and then you double back.
Kinda, sorta. It's a wonky thing. You gotta find the little side path.
Yep,
think
we
I
got
found
it.
it.
We're on it. But yeah, I mean, games there had a nasty learning curve. You either learned the learning curve within the first 3-4 hours of gaming, or you got frustrated and quit and never looked back. And usually, if you defeated the learning curve, it's because somebody actually sat down and instructed you, which is also how you usually found a guild.
Someone actually had the time to teach you how to do everything.
Somebody in AO would log in the background or in the
Mhm.
backyards and give you instructions and invite you to their guild so you could talk to people.
Instead of shouting at you, get good.
Yeah, and that's a difference too. Is a lot of modern MMOs, the community comes out of the box toxic.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the web in general, no matter what.
It's a sad thing. It really is.
Mm-hmm. Vixie was saying it was not fun. I literally had to have a high-level friend come walk me out of the noob area. I started AO during that dump era. The community in AO was wonderful at the beginning.
Oh yeah. In the,
Oh, yeah.
in the beginning, in the early 2000s, the community at AO were absolutely wonderful people. The neutrals in particular. And then I don't know what happened because I was absent from 2003 to about 2006. I
Sweet-eyed
lived in a house
Malon,
that had no internet.
You may be of service
I know,
to me.
what the fuck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, when I came back,
May Gavanen, might you spare a moment of your time?
the things had gotten polarized, and both Clan and Omni sides acted like a bunch of idiots. I mean, literally, I sat in Clan OOC in Athens and got nothing but Chuck Norris jokes for like 3 hours. Which is okay, but they were ignoring anybody that was asking them for help.
Mm-hmm.
And then Omni had the whole, get good or get lost mentality. It was sad.
So one group turned into chuckle fucks, and the other ones turned into a bunch of jocks.
Yep. And I've seen that particular mentality go sideways. And
I've apparently defeated Pamprush.
and apparently, eventually the neutral society just deteriorated as well. And then AO became this echo of a game that it is now. Makes me sad. Just the deterioration of a community in any game.
Yeah, Vixie says the community was ruined by Funcom's mistakes in PvP balancing between Clan Omni, and people left to play WoW, and many old timers eBayed, and there was a big influx of high-level noob bot tunes.
That, and there was a couple other things that happened in AO. AO's economy started out of the gate broken. There were way many exploits on how to get cash. I remember in the old days, you could buy a battle suit from a vendor up in Perpetual Wastelands, sell it in Omniland, and actually make money. And that was sick. And of course, they had to break that, but, you know, it was not before players had already filled full banks full of battle suits, dragged them back to the Omnis, and sold them for, you know, all the money.
Goblin Slayer.
And that wasn't the only, you know, thing they broke.
And also, wasn't it the promise of new graphics and stuff like that, or was it...
That
I
was
That's-
much later.
That
much,
led
much
to
later.
degradation over time later on, yeah.
But the fact is, at that point, the other big thing they made is the fact that AO, you couldn't really buy any equipment over quality level 125, and mind you, the game went to 200 back then, except from other players. Which meant that money never left the economy.
Slayer deed done.
So what happens when
Advance.
new money comes into an economy through missioning and ever and doesn't leave an economy? You get inflation. So prices ballooned out of control. I mean, you know, that's where you had grid armor discs that went from being worth 20 million to 120 million overnight. When you got all these people that, you know, hit 125 to 150 and realized they never had to buy a damn thing except from each other. Yeah. Plus the economy was there. So you had... That broke the economy horribly. And I mean, all MMO
Vixie-
economies are broken to an extent, but this
Yeah.
was particularly bad.
Vixie said that he remembers the battle suits and plus the ingots early in SL.
That was
Shadowland.
that was the other one. After they fixed the battle suits, they rebroke stuff with the ingots that dropped off a hex. I remember that one too. But I was only there for the very beginning of that. It was right before I left.
Left the first time.
Yeah.
I've got 3 more left. You guys are doing all my work for me.
Anyway,
Done.
I need some more.
I need plenty more.
What am I at?
I need 47.
I need 41.
So I'm just a couple behind Rand.
Yeah. Anyway, that didn't help. That didn't help things. And then, of course, in the early days of AO, you hit endgame, and there was literally nothing to do. There were no endgame raids. There was no real endgame content until Shadowlands. I mean, technically, there were the like the cited camps, but there was really no plot to go with them. It was that didn't help the community that eventually got bored and listless. And then you hit the era of the developer Means, and this was much later. This was like 2007, 2008, who basically spent his entirety of the time developing endgame content and completely ignoring stuff like the player community. He literally one time said that he had the storyline notes for the next year on a laptop that he lost on a yacht where he was vacationing for Christmas on. And the storyline ceased to develop. It stalled out between about 2006.
Vixie has just said Camelot.
Even Camelot and the Tarrasque.
I don't understand. I know Camelot and the Tarrasque, but I don't know.
That was basically an endgame raid, even though it technically started at 125.
Was it one that Means did?
Yep. No. This was early content, relatively speaking. But in the early days, the Tarrasque only spawned like every 16 hours. Didn't give you much to do the rest of the time.
Matt, how close are you?
Well,
think we're at about
Randy
30.
hasn't done it. I haven't done it. I'm 34 out of 60.
Oh, wow. Apparently I've been killing these things for a while now.
Anyway, but it was, there wasn't a lot of variety of endgame content. Most of the major dungeons, you could go into it endgame in the beginning, but it wasn't really worth it unless you were farming stuff up for Lobby Tunes. I remember when you could go to Informants at level 200, and there would be these huge crowds around where the director spawned because people were farming up, like desert reeds or whatever the heck the director dropped back in the day. I can't remember that well. But yeah, there were huge spawns on like most of the major bosses. Or spawn campers, I should say. Huge camping areas. I mean, even like the bot bosses out in like Newland Desert was camped to hell. I remember us trying to get our shoulder pads was a pain in the ass back then. But still, you had basically a mostly idle, like level 200 gaming, level 200 player base with nothing to do, no real raids, and mass accumulating money. And then the plot line stalled out, and that meant that the role players, who were a good chunk of the community that was sticking around and doing stuff, lost any real reason to stick around and do stuff. That's what killed the neutral community. Is there were many a neutral org that was built around role-playing purposes. The Nanomage Liberation Front, Third Faction to an extent, even our own Independent Rubicon started out as the neutral newspaper. I'm finished, by the way, so Matt only has about 5 left.
9 on my last count.
Nah, they've been responding pretty well.
Better than the wolves did. Anyway, there was a dozen or so reasons on why AO went bad.
Yeah, Vixie was like, yeah, you're Rand's right. Terra only spawned about once per day most days. 16 to 18 timer. He didn't know any newts though. Damn newts.
That's because eventually what happened with the Tarrasque was that Clan and Omni made a deal with each other. And it's like, we'll farm the
Vixie's
Tarrasque
like
on
Clan
odd
for
days.
life.
We'll farm the Tarrasque on even days. You farm the Tarrasque on odd days. And that way everybody gets what they want. That's basically the deal that eventually happened with the Tarrasque.
Done.
Alright, we can get out of here.
Oh,
And that
pending
was
loot.
Satan
I must be
Rational.
full.
I have
Oh,
no
wow.
idea if they even bothered to even stick to that anymore, but that was the deal back in 2005, 2006.
Does my character need agility? I guess it's one of her higher stats.
They used to do the same thing with Sector 42 in the AI areas, where they would just say, yeah, you guys farm 42 on this day, we'll farm it on that day. But,
Vixie
I can't-
says that was after he left. We had no deal. We used to fight for it. It was fun.
Da,
Tarrasque,
da,
I
da, 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 da,
yeah, the problem is that they kept putting more and more necessary loot behind the Tarrasque.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, they still do that on occasion. They'll put a modifier or something behind the Tarrasque. Do we have to kill 4?
May Gavanen.
I leveled off of
Hail
Grey
so
class.
Stuff.
Nope. Okay. Good to know.
Deed completed. Ally of Ered Luin. Deed bestowed. Defender of Ered Luin. 11 out of 20.
Alright.
I'm going to sell a bunch of stuff and repair.
I mean,
Yeah.
AO is still horribly broken because some professions got the shit end of the stick. Fixers are AO's eternal bitch. Because they cannot receive something cool without getting a slap in the face at the same time. Alright, where do they want us to take the cask to? Okay, so we got 2 to the south, 1 to the north. Let's go south and finish those off. What are you guys up to?
Selling stuff because my inventory was almost full, and I'm pretty sure Matt's inventory was almost full.
Yeah, I suddenly got one item in my extra stuff, and it's like, oh, I guess it's time to sell
And
things.
pending loot, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Time to sell everything.
So yeah, the Fixer are AO's eternal bitch. The agents are AO's eternal twink. Because they keep giving them more nanos and they keep screaming for more. It's not the Uber profession, but it's the twink one. It's the one people twink the most. Any profession that can theoretically get on a quality level 200 quality level 200 NCU belt at level 6 is just sick and wrong. And yes, there is a formula on how to do that. Don't ask me for it. I don't know what it is because I never twink that hard. As hard as I twink, I don't twink that hard.
Sword again. Okay, I got entire row back at least. Alright, turn in her quests.
May Gavanen.
Barragdur.
Greetings
Vixie's
to you.
crying over the martial artist who was nerfed to
You
hell.
may be of service to me.
Actually, they got better. And I agree with you, because the martial artists started AO broken. And you guys know me. I
Sweet
play the
Melon.
AO martial artist to death. I have since day one.
Mm-hmm.
I've played Nam since the beginning of the game. He is my main and my favorite, and he is made of awesome and win.
There we go.
But the martial artist started broken, just the same way that the fixer started broken, because both professions relied on evades, and evades started the game broken. This means as a martial artist, you are okay until about level 60-ish. And then you basically died a lot. Painfully. And in the old days, you lost all your XP whenever you died without saving. Which means if you were on a leveling team, yeah, you lost all your XP. And then originally, you could buff other people with the same buffs, the same crit buffs you buffed yourself, making you wanted on a team. And then they added the the Dyna bosses, and changed the crit lines so that the ones you gave out to other people were a lot less. And people stopped wanting you on a team. Oh yeah, sure, we have somebody. What are you? I'm a 75 martial artist. Sorry, we're full. 2 minutes later, you see them looking for member on the thing, just because they did not want a martial artist because you suck. And oh god, 75 through 115 is still kind of painful for a martial artist if you're not in a team. And then you start getting better again.
Vixie says if you died on a leveling team, you rage quit.
Nay, Govanen, you may be of service to me.
I did that a couple of times. I didn't rage quit, but I gave excuses and just left, because it's like, I was angry, I just suddenly lost all interest in the game right there for a while.
Alright, so we're all the way up into
My heart
that
cannot
area.
sing today.
Not even going to try to pronounce it.
My
In
true
that
spirit-
area.
That way, of course. I might try this Heirloom Blue. I don't know, I really like the,
Oh yeah, I can tell the holiday stuff is out in here in Falathorn. Falathorn.
Falthorn. So you keep thinking of the
It's so
areas
disturbing to be in December and they want you to play tricks and the tricks and treats. I'm like, what? No.
No, that's
Yeah, that's not
time has
quite right.
passed.
If anything, you should be starting up the Winter Festival.
I do kind of wish that they would start up the Winter Festival at the beginning of December and have it go through January.
That would make sense.
Yes.
Have your fall festival start October 1st. Have it end November 1st. Have your winter festival start December 1st. Have it end January 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And, this doesn't just go for Lotro. This goes for, like, every MMO out there. Just make it a fucking monthly event, people.
Or better yet,
Your
making
enemy-
multi-monthly events. That way you have an entire month worth of chance to do it. Depending on when
Wow,
you're ready
there's
for it.
Stuff inside the cave too.
There is and
There's
a ring there.
there's a ring there, but it's like some sort of weird and nonsensical thing.
Yeah, there's a couple of places where you'll get a ring even if there's no missions. Elrond's house is another.
May Govanen.
It's like,
Here
well,
Here
there
comes
might
all
be
the
a quest
quests.
in there.
Sweet
There might be a quest in there,
will you
but we're
stay
too
a
bored to
moment?
look.
We've got the homestead quests. Are we desperate enough to do those?
What do you need?
Everyone's like,
Will you lend me
"No."
your ear?
God damn it!
Would
just
I lend
ate.
you
Why
my
am I
rear?
hungry?
Excuse me, sir?
Take on the housing brokers. No, bring the worker. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna cancel the housing stuff.
I'll do it all because I think it still goes towards your quest goal.
If I'm really desperate, I'll come back to them.
Yeah.
I just don't like having rings in this game.
Don't
Gotta
care.
get rid of all the rings. All the rings gone, Trickster. No, thank you.
Here we go.
Explorer of Arid Loon has a solid silver band for me. Yay.
Hi.
What can I do for you? Might you spare a moment of your time?
I'll accept your quest.
And not run off of the
I-
cliff?
Got new mail?
Matt has mail. You've got mail.
You've got mail. Pattern baldness.
I was gonna say male genitalia.
That was a porn parody, I'm fairly certain. No, that was one of Brian Griffin's porn movies in Family Guy.
I believe so. Alrighty. Anything else for us?
I don't see
Just
anything.
dive!
Oh, wait, I
People
see
have
her.
fallen. Sarah's fallen off of these before.
Yes, and it was hilarious every time because she should know better.
And that vista. Look at that vista! So pretty. Except for all the words floating in front of it, but whatevs, you
Push
know.
N.
There you go. But now I can't find my copper.
That's your problem.
And I can't tell if there's a bird there.
What the hell?
Those are all like the festival.
Oh yeah, this
Missions.
is the festival stuff. Okay, never mind.
Mhm.
Never mind.
Ooh, look.
Never mind. That was actually kind of creepy, hun.
Yes, I know. But you'd also have to know what it was coming from, and I think that was Rowan Martin's laughing. I think that was Gilda Radner. And she did it in that high-pitched, squeaky voice, too. She did falsetto, but she does a better falsetto than I do.
Can you do
Actually-
castrati, though?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh,
Oh, campsite.
Hey, have you noticed our connection's gotten better?
Yeah,
slightly.
we're not like wavering or anything. Rowan.
We're not
Ranches.
installing robot.
Yeah, we don't sound like Zoidberg to each other. That's a bonus. Discord needs to get its shit in gear.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the hell's causing it to constantly chug lately.
You jinxed us.
What? What's up?
I'm stuck and I can't move.
That's just you.
Oh, it looks like they're gone for one quest and I went for the other quest. Whoops.
I don't know. I'm by
I
myself.
can't move, so.
I gave
stuck?
fragrant herbs.
Hang on. Holy cow! That was a massive leg spike.
Oh,
Because
that was
all of a
weird.
sudden I've got Thelona acquired this. I thought Thelona acquired like 50 other things. And I didn't get any of the Blue Crag goblins, thank you.
You weren't at the Blue Crag, so.
Oh, hey! Heirloom exploration done.
They're not like it's not like it's gonna be difficult for you to kill them, hun.
Meh.
Meh.
Sleeping behind.
Horsey horse.
I actually had to hit them twice. Feel kind of a little sad at that.
Now, I don't know what's up with you on that.
Yeah, stone caring.
I would have said that it was a U-lag, but you didn't go robotic either, so that's just really weird.
Yeah, it just like stopped. Like I couldn't drive my horse anywhere.
Oh, I see. I would have gone for those herbs too if I'd known where they were. Yeah, I think I did that one on the other guy the other day. I actually fell off the cliff because I didn't
I've
know
jumped
where
off
they
the
were,
cliff
so I was
before, too.
following
Be
the
of
arrow.
service. Mind my words, traveler.
I'm like, they couldn't be somewhere stupid.
A special place called Stupid.
Alright, so that's done at least.
Yeah.
Should have looked down first.
Collect fragrant herbs.
Yeah, that's the one
That's
I'm on.
right.
I did get all the quests over here, right? Making sure.
No, oh yeah, you have to run along the cliffs there. Okay.
You know, after I'd left AO, I said I was never going to play an MMO again because for the first 9 months of AO, it devoured my life. I literally slept, I played AO at work, I came home, I played AO, I got food somewhere in the middle, and then I slept. That was my life. And I slept with AO on. So I could listen to the sounds over my roommate playing AO at the same time. And listening to his stereo speakers with subwoofer blast away.
And here you are, pining for World of Warcraft. Going, I kind of want to go back to playing World of Warcraft.
It's mostly I want to play my Pyromancer because I want to burn shit because I'm about to I'm about to get back into D&D into the D&D game where I have the Pyromancer that that character was based off of.
But speaking of the Goblins and Grottos, that's what I think it was. Kobolds and Grottos, no. I can't remember now. Anyways, that Kobold game for Hearthstone. Apparently, it's supposed to be an actual like Dungeon Delve game expansion that they're adding on, and how you deal with encounters is decided by what you collect and have in your deck.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking. It's just like, oh, that could actually get me to play Hearthstone.
That might actually get me back at Hearthstone, which is weird because I just uninstalled it from my computer like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I haven't touched it
I
in
never got
over
into
a
it.
year.
I wanted to play it on my phone, but
I would much prefer to play it and lose against friends than to play it and lose against a bunch of assholes.
It was for me. It was just I never had the bunch of assholes.
Like literally every time I'd play, it would be against almost always be against somebody who's paid to get all their cards and has every complete deck and is just min-maxing to beat the shit out of a bunch of newbies because they don't have money. It's really annoying.
yeah.
Or I've just ground until their teeth bled.
No,
Yeah.
like they're supposed to be at your level, is the thing.
Fixie says he used to play AO for 36 to 48 hour stretches at a time.
I could never do that because I had to make sure I was clear enough for work because I was doing overnight tech support at the time for the UW. So I would need to have a clear head to answer the emails and everything. But like I said, it was 16-hour days essentially, with the only breaks getting ready for work. Getting ready for work, getting ready, or coming home, when I decided briefly to grab, like, burritos or something. And when I was traveling to and from work, that was basic. Oh, and when we first got at work, we'd have to do our email support first. But we worked in the... we did help desk job, but we also worked in the info lab. So it was literally do email while the game was installing on the machine. Play AO, stop, to be warned that we'd have to pause if anybody asked for help. And then at 4 o'clock, one of us had to get up and walk around and reboot all the info lab machines. That was basically the job. That was it. And I was getting paid like $13 an hour for this.
I thought the water would break my fall. I was wrong.
The upside, we were on basically the network backbone. We are the only speed that was limiting us on the internet was our Ethernet cards. That was it. During the summers when the info lab was closed while the students were gone, they would have us work at the help desk. And literally, I could work on 4 computers at the same time. I could run, like, IRC file hosting on 2 of them, and the internet didn't even break a sweat. It was great. But those were the days. That was back when I was part of the fan subbing community and was a primary distributor for fan subs.
Particularly Inuyasha, as I recall, yes?
Particularly Inuyasha, yeah. I would be the one to receive the fan sub, and I would be the one to send it to the guys that would be destroying it everywhere else because I had the fast...
Mind my words, traveler. Megovanen.
Where's the sword?
Can you lend me your
right
ear?
here it should be.
Oh, wait, hang on. Alright, did that one.
Whee! See, back when you were pushing fan subs of Inuyasha, I just barely realized it was a thing and was watching it on TV. I think I
Well,
wasn't even aware of downloading it.
No. This was before it was on TV, Matt.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have
this
to
was...
kill the boss in this area.
I remember the huge debate when it was announced that Viz had picked up the rights to Inuyasha and was planning on selling it to Cartoon Network. I remember us talking with each other and debating on whether we were going to continue with the fan subs. Because generally, you know,
Where'd he go?
you go from being the gray area fan subber to the black area fan subber.
pretty
And
quickly
my
at that point, yeah.
Yeah, my primary contacts decided they were done at that point. Then of course the black area fan subbers immediately picked it up and ran with it, but I was no longer in the distro circle at that point. Didn't stop me from getting them, but I was no longer the one sending the files out.
There we go.
Oh,
Did
glad
you
I
guys
was close
get the
enough for
boss
that.
quest? Oh, cool. I'll roll, and I'll pass. You need to get him?
I just got him. I was close enough to get him.
Sweet.
I didn't, but I didn't have the quest. Now I do. I'm gonna go out there and grab him. I'm cool meandering. I'm fine.
Meandering.
Wow, one of the quests I just got is actually green to me. Holy shit, man.
I keep thinking you're on your level 40. I was like, oh my god, how can there be like a level 40-ish quest around here?
No, I am not
Kill
on
the
Bronwyn.
hippie.
Bronwyn has done all this shit. Bronwyn comes to Ered Luin, her quest log is clear.
Yep, that's all of it for us.
Yeah, I think we're done here. How far away is Randy?
I need to kill the boss, and then I think I'm done too.
Okay, we'll just wait around here.
Yeah, we can just keep
That
the
way
area
you can
clean.
actually find the boss a
But-
little more easily.
Anyway, like I said, after playing AO for 9 months straight, having an intervention done on me, and then finally getting kicked out of where I was,
Is that when you got kicked out of your apartment?
When I got kicked out of Wolfenaris, yeah. And that's when I moved to the place with no internet. I swore to myself I was never going to become an internet or a MMO junkie again. A few years later, and Ed introduced me to a little game called City of Heroes. Where's said boss?
Oh,
Over
he's here. This way.
Anyway, he introduced me to a little game called City of Heroes, and I became addicted, and thus became, you know, an 8-year ride with the legendary.
That's dead end over there,
I'm trying
Randy.
to get to you guys. Doesn't help that these freaking windows, it's kind of hard to tell whether they're actually there or not.
I know.
He's in here somewhere when he respawns.
Okay.
Really over here.
Anyway,
I'm paying attention, even though I'm yawning.
and, you know,
I'm a little bit sleepy.
City of Heroes was a lot different from AO due to its, you know, stock simplicity. Everything was simplified, everything was there, you didn't have to math everything.
Thank God.
I like my math, but...
I like my math too, but not that heavy.
Alright, there we go. Anyway, so yeah, and the fact is that there was a really great community in City of Heroes. The first time I tried playing it, I didn't get a community, and I stopped playing it after a few months because it was just kind of boring by yourself. But when Ed introduced me to the server and to the legendary people, God, that was just a ride.
There's usually something every weekend.
I think I was playing City of Heroes when I went back to AO because I wondered how my old guild was doing. And of course, it wasn't doing too well because, you know, a lot of people had
Changes
left.
in leadership and everyone had left and stuff like that, so...
Yeah. It was a shadow of what it was, but a couple of the primary people I gamed with were still there. And then they left because, you know, RP had dried up and...
RP dried up, and even though they had a leader, the leader wasn't around very often, and he'd just show up enough to keep other people from taking it.
Yeah, there was a lot of things that weren't functional about City of. I mean, that weren't functional about AO, sorry. My brain is trying to also turn stuff in.
Okay, now I'm getting this mission. Where are these other missions at? Okay, one of them's over that way, and the other one's way over that way.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, we're past 11 o'clock,
Yeah.
which is usually our
That's kinda
cutoff
what-
time.
That's kind of what happens when you deed.
We deed and we ramble.
Yeah.
It's
Wow,
actually,
nothing
it's
but
kinda
cliff.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, I've survived this before.
Oh my god, I won't survive. Ah, my leg.
My hip, my gout, my
I only
lost
have
the
3
colon.
quests. I've got prologue, chasing or cleansing the ruins, find the second tower of Dol Ring West.
Oh, I already did
Oh,
the
that's-
cleansing the
that's
ruins.
still
I was
the
back where
Dol
we
Ring.
just were.
Oh, damn it.
I've got prologue and Glamir's Vigil.
I've got Glamour's Vigil, Now Is Found, and Prologue the Emissary.
Hang on. I gotta go finish this here. I was just on autopilot for the other thing.
Then again, maybe we should be ending if Aaron's getting ready to fall asleep.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit sleepy. Also, we've been watching Riverdale, and I'm kind of Matt's running off of cliffs.
Matt always runs off of cliffs. That's what he does.
I am cliff jumper. I survived the cliff.
Yeah, Vixie says that AO wasn't as much fun after all of his friends went to go play.
I mean, I still play AO on occasion. I enjoy myself when I do. But it doesn't have the lasting power it did when I was younger. City of, I could play day and night, all day, every day. Because it just, there was so much you could do, so much that. But then, of course, it shut down. Fuck you, NCSoft.
Oh,
And,
speaking of which, that was another news bit. NCSoft, for those who don't know, NCSoft tried to make their own MOBA game. And it became news to our ears when they decided to take City of Heroes characters because, let's face it, none of their other games had memorable characters at all. And now the MOBA's closed because they couldn't keep that thing afloat because you pissed off the COH fans who would have been the only people who would have played that.
Yeah, they were so pissed that it was like disrespectful. They thought it was disrespectful to use Statesman and Ghost Widow in it, so they refused.
Yeah, we refused on principle to even touch it.
Oh, there's a lot of old COH players that refuse to touch anything with an NCSoft label on it.
They still do. You know, you've got. I'll play the Guild Wars games. Matt and I and Barry have all played the Guild Wars games. And
I played Guild Wars 2. I don't like it.
I like what I see the early Guild Wars, but late Guild Wars, some of the expansion stuff has rubbed me the wrong way.
I just get this massive feeling of detached when I try to play Guild Wars.
Now you turn this in. Cleansing the ruins.
What am I still looking for? Oh, I bet you it's up here. Yep, okay.
Deed completed. Defender of Erdluin.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Deed bestowed. Hero of Erdluin.
And that's the third one. I believe it's 30. You might want to check that.
Think so. Going to jump off a cliff again. If Matt can survive it, I know I can.
Megavonin, might you spare a
Oh
moment
gosh.
of your time?
I got sent to, what is this place again? I got sent to Gondomon, and this is like second quest central.
Yeah, it is. That's the main. That's where the Elven quest line and the Dwarven quest line connect.
Bixie was not impressed with the Guild Wars beta that he played in.
The original Guild Wars? Or the
Wars
second
2,
one?
I just felt detached because you could basically run around and do a bunch of quests, never talk to anybody else. And I mean, you don't even have to talk to the NPCs, and it just gave me this overall feeling of what the fuck detached.
See, I had plenty of fun with it. I actually talked to a lot of people. Just because it was so easy, you didn't have to ask to join a mission. You could just, like, jump right in, and, like, help people out, and you wouldn't be kill stealing or anything.
Yeah, that much I liked about it, but I do feel like they have a lot of exploration they want you to do, and it feels kind of forced and hackneyed. Instead of like legit, I want to explore that, but then when you do try to do that, it's literally an invisible wall, and you just say "fuck you" too.
The open world bosses could be really hard, and I didn't like how they explained your I don't know, like your stats were kind of a little bit confusing.
I liked WildStar for the brief time we played it.
I didn't like WildStar really.
I liked it at the beginning, but then it just got uber grindy at the end.
I'm actually going to cut it here at the lodging because I am getting really tired.
Now she says she's gonna quit.
Yeah, I think so. It's just like, oh god, I can't keep doing this. I'm a little tired.
She's fading. She's fading fast.
This is the problem with Erin trying to deed. She does it for about an hour and goes, "Oh, I can't do it. I'm too tired."
I deeded for about 6 hours for the Misty Mountain steeds. I've got a good chunk of them almost done.
Yeah,
Alright,
but,
so
but
VC
going back and doing these gray areas.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah.
faster, at least. It is faster.
It's
Vixie
faster, but it's
says-
boring.
Yeah. The beta I played had 2 phases. First, you ran around collecting stuff in a weird zone. Then you were ported to a PvP zone where you battled in a Zerg fashion.
Wow,
just
that
alternating
sounds.
between those 2 things. There
that
was
sounds,
zero
like, terrible.
progression. He played the class Necromancer. So yeah, that doesn't quite sound like Guild Wars 2. I mean, yes,
Yeah,
there's
that
a
sounds
lot
like
of,
Guild. That sounds like a really rough Guild Wars 1, and believe me, I
Yeah.
didn't mind Guild Wars 1. I think the gameplay of Guild Wars 2 is a little bit better. But again, they pushed the exploration thing, but you gotta explore in their little niche, perfect little squared up areas instead of like legit actually exploring and making interesting places you wanted to explore instead of putting an invisible wall in front of it, which pisses
Yeah.
everybody off. It pissed me off. It pissed
Vixie's-
you off, Aaron.
Yeah, Vixie said that it was terrible. I mean, and like exploration
sounds
in
like-
Guild Wars 2 can be a bit annoying too.
I liked Neverwinter until I hit the paywall.
And Neverwinter was like
like-
excellent until they hit a paywall. Maybe we should actually visit Neverwinter again and see if they fixed that or not.
No, they haven't.
Are you sure? Have you
I've
visited
been
it?
paying attention. I've been paying attention to their forums.
Mm.
Remember, I have a lot of Perfect World plays because I have also been fairly active on Champions Online and fairly active on Star Trek Online.
Mhm.
I guess that's
And
true.
I've-
Yeah, you do have a little bit of it in.
And so I check their forums now and again, and no, that's still Astral Diamonds is still pretty much your primary currency at endgame, and the only way to get on Emerald or get Astral Diamonds is to farm them or buy them.
So you're just
And
gonna spend all day
is
farming them and then
uber
have to
slow.
quit
No,
because you have
can't
nothing
even
left to do.
that. It's like freaking dilithium in Star Trek. You can only do so much farming for it a day. And it's a
Yeah, which
pitiful
also
amount
irks me.
compared to what you need. Yeah.
Wow, do we
If
have
you- if
all
you-
new like?
If you force them to grind, you usually let them just grind. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I've got all kinds of like stuff.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff to clean out here too. But anyways, we should be closing this up if you're going to fall asleep, Aaron.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my emotes here. Apparently, I've got like all kinds of like little emotes now for Twitch.
Oh,
Trying to find a sleepy emote. This one looks
Aaron,
fun.
you don't need to.
There
switch
we
a
go.
Sleepy emote. Oh god damn it.
Emote to Twitch. Sleepy emote.
Oh god
I'm
damn
actually
it.
here. Let me see here.
You've told everybody you're sleepy. You don't need to show it.
I fall asleep. But I don't actually fall asleep. Apparently, I fall asleep. I'm
she falls
sleeping
asleep finding a
standing up.
sleepy emote.
I typed the sleep emote, and I'm just yawning. Okay, well, that is kind of my mood. There you go. Alright, Matt, play us off.
Alright, so that's Lord of the Rings Online deeding for tonight. So thank you all very much for watching. Thank you to everybody in the chat, including Vixie, who's on both chats. If you want,
Not
if
sure how you managed that, Vixie. It's enough trouble for me just to pay attention to one.
if you, oh, I just screwed that up. So if you like the shows, don't forget to upvote them wherever you see them. Also talk in the comments below, share the links around, let people know about us. Other than that, if you want to help financially speaking, you can also join either our Streamlabs, which you can do one-time donate, or you can also join our Patreon, which you can monthly donate to our channels. You can also, like I said, share the links, or join us on the Twitch, where we'll actually live chat and we'll respond whenever we get a moment or two to check out our chats. And there's a smiley face, Vixie in my chat. So that is about it for tonight. Thank you all very much for watching. If you want to catch any of our other shows, we're going to be doing the Lounge Elites review of Elder Scrolls Online on Saturday now.
Yeah, on Saturday at 3 p.m. Should be the same time that we were going to have it this past Friday, and hopefully everything will work.
This time,
Um,
like I said, we'll start this up early and make sure that we can actually like get your side working.
And tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be able to do a live stream of Black Desert at about 11 a.m.
I
Tomorrow,
won't be
sometime.
there for that one because I'll be at the doctor's office.
Sometime
Nothing
tomorrow
special,
between.
just a check-in with cardiology.
Sometime tomorrow between 6 and 9, I will be streaming about an hour of Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. That's my regular solo thing now. And tomorrow's Tuesday. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Wednesday. I'll have a stream of doing another hour of Doom 2 with some enhancements. Minor ones. And then the rest of the week will be either streams with the rest of the group or soloing Elder Scrolls 3 some more. Usually around the same hours.
Okay, and also don't forget to check out
Oh yeah, on Wednesday, an Unearthly podcast will be streaming late in the evening, Wednesday night. It
And
starts.
what are we doing? Oh yes. Oh god.
Starts 10 Central, and oh yeah,
Oh,
we're
We're doing Time Flight.
Time Flight. God, I'm
Damn
like
it.
that bad one.
damn
That bad one. What was the name of it again? Time Flight. Yes. God, I'm not looking forward to this. I'm gonna be playing Minecraft the entire time I'm watching.
Oh. Well, I'm going to be doing my usual thing, which is setting up the news. And I'm going to be doing my best not to be watching the episode, even though I have to, because I don't remember it that well. I
remember it
watching
well
and
enough.
going, "Oh,
I
God,
hate
hurts."
it.
So there you hear the early review from Matt.
I'm probably going to despise it by the time we get there, but we'll see. We'll see if I can find. We'll see if I can find anything other than the Doctor's acting to be redeemable in this episode.
Which is worse, Matt? Time Flight or Journey to the Center of the TARDIS?
Oh. I think Journey to the Center of the TARDIS might be less redeemable.
Because I'll
Yeah,
remind you that-
at least, Time Flight didn't screw you over with a reset button. There.
There you go.
One good thing about it.
a literal
Anyways, that's all for
reset button.
tonight.
Alright, yep. That's all for tonight, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Good night.
Matt, get